Hello, everyone. This bout was just announced. I believe it's going to be on the 28th of January. Jermell Charlo versus Tszyu. And I just figured, you know what? Why not just do it now? Get it out of the way. There's a lot of other bouts that I'm going to be doing that we'll talk about them coming up as well. The Tszyu is 27. Jermell Charlo is 32. Tszyu is 5'8". Charlo is 6 feet tall. Both 154 pounds. Reach 72 for Tszyu, 73 for Charlo. 21 fights, no losses for Tszyu. 35 fights, 1 loss for Charlo. I think a lot of people feel that Tszyu is biting off more than he can chew here. We'll have to see. 12 rounds is the distance scheduled. 3-minute rounds, 10-point must scoring system, no mandatory 8 count. 3 knockdown rule weight. Let's do it. All right. Oh, wait. I need to go back and fix this. Sorry about that. Okay. And, all right. I did not fix this part of it. Okay, so now we can go. That would not have been fair to Tszyu. He would have gotten pummeled. But look at that. See, as you can hear, my hands, nothing's tapping. I am literally just watching. For anyone that thinks that I do anything during the fight other than that. A lot of people think that, Tszyu's biting off more than he can chew. Tszyu has shown himself to be, very talented. We'll see if he can carry that against Jermell Charlo, who is one of the most talented fighters. And in a lot of ways, he reminds me of a Zuma Nelson, a guy that when he rematches someone, if he's had a close fight, gets better and definitively beats them the second time. Just ask, hold on, I just want to make sure I say his name correctly, Tony Harrison and Brian Castano. All right, and you have, and also you guys can hear I'm not actually eating this time. Generally, I do, or I'm eating something. I don't know. Today's been kind of weird. I've gotten stuff done, but I don't know. Sometimes the morning gets away from you. And Charlo looking really, really sharp. Kind of. Tszyu sort of looking to counterpunch. We'll see if he's able to. I think both guys have a fair amount of pop. We'll see if that carries over, if that translates here. Oh, and then you have Charlo landing well right there. And these guys are just, these guys are both landing. And right now I think Charlo looking a bit sharper. Tszyu trying to kind of maybe find his footing, goes to the body. Maybe he's planning to sort of come on late. Although Jermell Charlo, ask Brian Castano, ask Tony Harrison, he's shown power late. So this should be interesting for as long as this goes. And I think we'll probably see the distance. Both guys well conditioned, unless one guy just sort of catches the other guy. But both guys seem to have good chins, and that just sort of seems like what we're headed for. All right, so good first round. Oh, look at that. One judge for Tszyu, one judge for Charlo, one judge for Charlo. So Charlo up by 1 point. And once again, you are watching Boxing Time TV. If you like what you're watching, please like, comment, and follow. Please share these links with your family and friends. Give us a follow on Instagram. Boxing Time with Evan is my handle. I do a post every day. Posting press releases every week that I'm getting from Probellum, DAZN, who else? Wasserman, sometimes PBC. I just, if there's anyone that works for a boxing outfit and, you guys do press releases, bare knuckle, fighting championship. I just like doing that. It's just something I'm trying to do with the page. Trying to go back to what I used to do years ago with a thing called Evan's Boxing Show. But we will, we'll just see. I'm just someone that's, I like doing this. I'm trying to do something that's unique, making my Instagram page kind of like a website. And that's why Boxing Time is my TV channel, rather than sit around, and there's nothing wrong with this, I love it, rather than doing the conjecture, the talking head things, talking about fights. I'd rather show you a fight using the stats that I have and seeing how it goes. And right now, Tszyu throwing a lot of punches, trying to kind of maybe out hustle as Charlo lands with a left hand. Tszyu keeping him off, and Tszyu not being as aggressive as I thought it would be. It looks like he's trying to kind of counterpunch Charlo, which, I don't know, I could see Charlo just kind of outpointing him and sort of taking the fight away from him if he does that. Although Tszyu seems like he landed with a left right there, but he was coming forward. So we'll see if that continues. Right hand from Jermell Charlo. All right. And it looks like Charlo may have edged him in that round too. We will have to see. All right, so there, Tszyu. Wow, there I'm wrong. Tszyu taking that round. So now Tszyu up by 2 points. This is a 10-round fight as we're going in. Tactical fight, the kind of fight that neither guy wants to make a mistake against the other. I mean, you never want to, but I think both guys feel that you can't afford to make a mistake. Look at that, Tszyu taking it to Charlo, going to the body. Those body shots are taking something from him. Tszyu's got to be careful, though. Charlo could be dangerous along the ropes. We're almost halfway through. Oh, these guys are trading now, folks. We're going to see. And Tszyu going for it. We'll see. He's got to be careful, though. Jermell Charlo is a solid, schooled fighter who knows what it's like to be in tough. And look at that, Charlo fighting off the ropes, finding a way to land. All right. So even round, one of the judges has it even, another judge gives it to Charlo, another judge gives it to Tszyu. So Tszyu up by 2 points as we go into the fourth round. Folks, this is a technical fight, but I'm telling you, I think these guys are going to start exploding. I think they know. One guy knows that they need to sort of step out in front, and neither guy wants to give up real estate. That is when we get a great fight. Oh, and they're going for it. They're standing in front of the ring, and Tszyu's giving as good as he gets, folks. Hey, no one's told him, you know. And they're going right now. And Charlo, I think, he maybe thought, maybe a little bit just, hey, Tszyu, this young kid, comes up, father's name. They're trying to kind of, this is when, like, I think it's like 25 years or a number of years to the day that Tszyu's father, Tszyu, he beat Jake Rodriguez for, I want to say, the junior welterweight title. Anyway, look at this. And believe it or not, I actually did an interview with Vince Phillips for a boxing movie that I made, a mock documentary. And this was before Phillips fought Tszyu. And Phillips told me how he was going to try to fight Tszyu and stand toe-to-toe with him and make Tszyu respect his power. And I was like, oh, no, you're going to want to box. Totally wrong. And he put it together that night, Vince Phillips, and he knocked out Tszyu. Look at that. Look at that. Tszyu taking it on one judge's scorecard. Jermell on another, even on another. Folks, we're looking even going into this. We're going to probably get through half the fight, and it's going to come down to being a 6-round fight between two of the best fighters in the world. And right now, Jermell Charlo is trying to do certain things. Now, he's trying to draw Tszyu out. Tszyu feeling a bit, looking a bit, more confident in himself. We'll have to see if it stays like that. Oh, left hand from Tim. And once again, you are watching Boxing Time TV. If you like what you're watching, please like, comment, and follow. Please share these links with your family and friends. Give us a follow on Boxing Time TV. On Boxing Time with Evan on our on Instagram. Do posts every day. Do a bunch of stories. It's just just a fun place. There's a bunch of press releases and whatnot, and it's just boxing news, simple, quick. It's like a website, just doing it via Instagram. Oh, and Tszyu's turning it up now, folks. And Jermell Charlo starting to do little things, trying to break him down. So we'll see. We'll see if the 30-year-old can beat the 28-year-old. And this fight right now, one guy wants to kind of establish themselves. They want to pull ahead. Usually this is the point in the fight where that begins to happen. I don't know that we're seeing that, folks. I think we're seeing solid boxing, solid counterpunching from both guys, and both guys are sort of emulating each other's style. As I often say, when both fighters put across their styles, we get great fights. All right, so that's the 5th round, and they're saying that both fighters are tired. One judge gives it to Jermell, another judge gives it to Tszyu. This judge is gonna gives it to Tszyu, so Tszyu's ahead by 3 points, so he's officially a round ahead. The good thing that we have 7 more rounds left in this fight, because you know that Jermell Charlo is going to want some get back, even though he doesn't know what's happening. Here's wondering where he thinks he is in this fight, because he doesn't want to let Tszyu kind of peck his way to taking his title. And that's the thing. Right now, both guys don't seem like they really damaged the other. Oh, a hard right hand from Jermell Charlo, folks. And Tszyu looking to counter still. Tszyu doing really well. Tszyu fighting with that high guard. Really defensively, doing very defensively well. We're halfway through this bout. I'm sorry, we're almost halfway through the bout. We're halfway through this round. I'm going to pull back over here, get some water. Oh, left hand from Tszyu. He's looking at him, finding a way to land, cracking Jermell Charlo. As these guys figure out a way. Oh, body shot from Tszyu. Oh, and a left. And Tszyu explodes, folks. Is Jermell Charlo going to stay down, or he's going to... Wow. He got hurt, folks. Wow, Tszyu. What? Oh, man. Is he pulling ahead now? Is he? The odds gave it to Jermell Charlo. We'll have to see. He softened him up with a body shot. Jermell Charlo has to figure it out now, because Tszyu is pinpoint accurate, and he's been fighting tremendously this whole fight. Oh, and now look at that. Tszyu hurting him again with shots. Oh, and again landing on him. We'll see. And he wobbles him again. And Tszyu, look at him. Tszyu wobbles him again. We're gonna have to see. For the moment, Tszyu has figured out Jermell Charlo. Can Jermell Charlo pull this out of the fire? Because it looks like, and I could be wrong, it looks like Tszyu is about to pull ahead. Tszyu taking that round 10-8. He is going to be significantly up on the judges' scorecards, folks. And this is a close fight, but we may be seeing Tszyu about to pull a rout. Now he's up by 8 points, clearly ahead. We'll see if Jermell Charlo can get it together and figure out what he needs to do. Oh, and going to the body shot is Jermell Charlo. And they're getting some distance between them. Folks. Oh, and look at this. Tszyu trying to pour it on. Jermell Charlo. Guys, I think Jermell Charlo, I hate to say it, I think he's wilting. I think Tszyu is going to start has put this together, has figured out a way to be ahead of, Jermell Charlo. This is crazy. Oh, and Jermell Charlo fighting off the ropes and really trying to. He's landing now, folks. I'm telling you, I think Jermell Charlo is still in this. I don't know that he's starting to wilt as much as we think he is, but Tszyu's being asked a lot of questions. But Tszyu fighting tough, fighting strong. These guys, folks, there's no quitting both of them. This is what we love to see. This is why we love this sport. Oh, wow. So one judge having it for Tszyu, another judge giving it to Jermell Charlo. So Charlo comes back a little bit. He's only down by 7 points as this now becomes a game of inches for him. There's 5 more rounds left in this fight. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He has got to put this together. He's got to do something emphatic, and taking right hands like that from Tszyu isn't gonna help. He's behind the 8 ball. He's being asked a lot of questions by this young fighter who seems to be doing pretty well so far, but you never want to count Jermell Charlo out, ever. Oh, and an uppercut by Tszyu rocks Jermell Charlo. Oh, and a left hand, and look at that. Tszyu comes back, and Tszyu's landing, folks. His punches just seem to be a little bit sharper. But I'm telling you, I will not count Jermell Charlo out. He's one of those guys. He's going to have to be on the ground, counted out before I count him out, and I'm not doing that because right now Jermell Charlo landing, fighting well, finding openings, landing like that. Oh, and he wobbles Tszyu, just like I said. You can never count him out. Wow, Tszyu walked into that. Guys, I don't think he's getting up. Jermell Charlo pulls it out of the fire against his younger opponent. Wow. I know. Oh, I only feel good because usually that doesn't happen. Usually I say something and then the fighter that I say it about ends up losing. But look at that. The winner is Jermell Charlo by a knockout. The fight lasted 8 rounds. Tszyu was knocked down 1 time. Charlo was knocked down 1 time. Tszyu was up 68-66, 68-64, 67-66. Slim margins on 2 of the cards, but Jermell Charlo made it all academic. Wow. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in to Boxing Time TV, where our motto is, why wait? Watch it now, then watch the real thing when it airs. Give us a follow on Instagram, Boxing Time with Evan. Posts every day. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.